I said, मिहिर बदल सकता है, तुलसी नहीं. That it is okay to begin with me. I define me. जब भी औरतों का जमावड़ा होता है, किसी को माइक दिया जाता है, कहते हैं इन औरतों को एडवाइस करो. अरे एडवाइस देनी होती तो यहाँ बैठे होते. So when I started सास भी कभी बहू थी, I used to get 1800 rupees. That was my contract. The guy who played Mihir used to get 10 times more. But when I came in, I had no job. So I was like, 1800 रुपए लाओ भैया, अभी पैसे नहीं हैं. Because just before that, my job was, I worked in the first McDonald's that opened in India. And I used to do jhadu pocha there. They used to pay me $1,500. So for me, that $300 meant a lot. But that 1 year of kyunki, I sat down again at the negotiating table. And I said, I wanted X money. He said, how dare you? I said, I proved myself. And I said, मिहिर बदल सकता है, तुलसी नहीं. How many of you have seen Snoop Dogg? You have? Go and on Instagram see one reel of his where he says, I want to thank me. And I think that's what we need to teach, because women are quintessentially polite. They are quintessentially warm. They give space to many things and many people in their heart. But we have to now inculcate this way of life, that it is okay to begin with me. I define me. My relationships, people in my life do not define you. The minute you can't start saying that, I started saying that when I was 17, I got whacked for it. I said, koi baat nahi. So I think men or women, if you can do that and have that great sense of self-respect, you tend to respect everybody else around you. So it's not a female thing, it's a human being thing. Do that for yourself first, and you'll have respect for everybody you talk to. जब भी औरतों का जमावड़ा होता है, किसी को माइक दिया जाता है, कहते हैं इन औरतों को एडवाइस करो. अरे एडवाइस देनी होती तो यहाँ बैठे होते. So I think that men need advice right now. While I say this in jest that men need advice, there's genuinely a need to have a conversation around the fact what happens when the power shifts in a family system or in a relationship, even if it's not a family. How many men are comfortable if suddenly the female partner ends up making more money? How many men are comfortable if their entire demeanor is defined by how popular the partner is in her professional field? This is a serious issue. Because if we do not correct this, it impacts the kids in the relationship who are watching that balance of power. When women deliver on a project, if you are accommodating, everybody here who is present, I'm sure, has had one experience or the other. You will be ramrodded. If you are tough, you are unpopular. If you are accommodating, your colleagues say, "Mera bhi thoda kaam kar do na." You would never say it to a man. So I think that when we are looking at how conversations now need to happen around men, we need to do this, is the balance of power adjusted in relationships, be it personal or professional. If we manage to fine-tune that, we will see a partnership between our genders, which will be fruitful for families and corporations at large. Most of the problems happen when there's a systemic breakdown of understanding and conversation. So I think one of the greatest advices I would give to a company would be to check what happens when you deal with women employees. in your organization at different age brackets. For instance, which lady would you appoint to your board? The one who's amiable or the one who's sharp? Which lady would you position at the head of a department? HR or where the money is? Which strata of your company is overwhelmed with women? The clerical admin staff? Or the staff or the team that decides the future of the company? And that will tell you actually where do you stand as a man in a corporation. At home or in a relationship, what happens when you walk into a party and nobody shakes your hand but says, "Arey, kaise aap?" to the lady in your life? How many such parties will you withstand before you blow up at home? How many times will you go to a family gathering where somebody says, "Acha, बीवी ज़्यादा कमाती है क्या?" How many such get-togethers will you go to where you're told, "अरे शादी नहीं की अभी तक?" So I think those are the people who need the advice, not these women here. Life is too short. If your life revolves around what other people think about you, I have one life, I will live it on my terms. I will sometimes mess it up, but it's my responsibility. But when I win, it is my victory alone.